I want you to want, what I want you to feel. But it's like no matter what I do, I can't convince you to just believe this is real. So let go, watching you turn your back like you always do. Face away and pretend that I'm not, but I'll be here cause you're all that I got. I can't feel the way I did before. Don't turn your back on me, I won't be ignored. Time won't change this damage anymore. Don't turn your back on me, I won't be ignored. I'm a little bit insecure, a little unconfident, cause you don't understand to do what I can, but sometimes I don't make sense. I am what you never want to say, but I've never had a doubt. It's like no matter what I do, I can't convince you for once just to hear me out. So let go, watching you turn your back like you always do. Face away and pretend that I'm not, but I'll be here cause you're all that I got.
It's showtime.
Okay guys, welcome back. You're watching, yes. Sorry, I'm losing my voice completely now. Okay, you're watching the STPL. My name is Kix. I'm your caster, hoster, and organizer for the STPL. And we're about to move on to our third game of the series here between Net Wars and Ninth Team. Man, my brain is completely fried right now, but either way, should be a brilliant game coming up here for you. Let's not waste any more time. Let's head on over and let's introduce who our players are going to be in this game. Okay, so starting us off for Ninth Team in this third game, they're down 2-0 at the moment. It's going to be the ace in the hole for Team Liquid Staff last round. He won a good number of ace matches for his team. They didn't do too great, but he did go 3 for 4 in the last round, and he's currently 2 for 0 at the moment. You may recognize him from Team Liquid. He is one of their writers, does quite a good job there. He did make the banner. Actually, V1 might be one of the graphics people, but he made a banner for the STPL. You can see that in the what's it called, live report threads that I post up on TL every day. But still, should be a great game from him. He is of course a Protoss player, V1, and his opponent for Net Wars currently on match point is going to be Kingpin. Now Kingpin did go 1 for 1 last round. Didn't see too much of his play. He didn't actually play against a Protoss player last time, so this is going to be his chance to prove his mettle against Protoss. He is 0 for 1 this round, but that's not anything to scoff at. There's some very good players in the STPL, and I believe he actually filled in for someone before. So, just in case, if you are worried, or if you are wondering even, about any of the previous results throughout the tournament, please do check out this thread right here. It has everything you could possibly need to know, all the results from round 1, all the results from round 2 so far, apart from the results from today, of course, and that will continue throughout the rest of the tournament. Now, what map are these two players going to be playing on? Let's have a look. It's going to be Neo Electric Circuit. Now, Neo Electric Circuit, if you've not been introduced to this map before, was introduced as kind of like a 4-player alternative, a remake almost of Neo Medusa. Now, it was updated a little bit in the Neo version. I can't remember what changes they made. I believe they actually added more unbuildable terrain, unpassable terrain between the mineral-only thirds in the main and the 6, 3, 9, and 12 o'clock bases. But thank you very much for the follows that have just come in. Hopefully you're enjoying everything that's going on so far. But this should be a fairly interesting PvZ here from V1 and Kingpin. Of course, we're on round 2, week 4, game 3 between 9th and Net Wars. It's going to be V1 versus Kingpin. Let's head on over to the game and let's get started. The only thing I regret is that we end up with very quick audio cuts, but I can't fade the music properly. I need to figure out how to do that. If I could do that, it'd be a little bit better. But either way, starting us off here in the top right-hand 2 o'clock position, we do have the red Protoss starting here for not Team Liquid Staff. For 9th team, it's going to be V1. . Now his opponent starting up here in the top left-hand position of your screen, top left-hand corner of Neo Electric Circuit, is going to be the purple Zerg. It's Kingpin, fighting for Net Wars. Now, in case you haven't been following the series completely so far, you will notice from the overlay that Net Wars are currently 2-0 up against their opponents. Ninth team have certainly put up a good fight. If you did miss the previous TBT, I do recommend checking the VOD out when it goes up on Twitch, probably tomorrow, along with my YouTube as well. Just because you will see some lockdowns, and that is not a spell you often see, but Radley is certainly an interesting character. And he does a pretty good job of it. So it looks like we're going to have a 12 hatch after a gas trick here from Kingpin. Now, the gas trick, not the best decision, I wouldn't say. I don't think there's too much of an economic advantage you gain from it. I need to really speak to Cadentia about what she's learned from effort regarding it, but I know that she's stopped doing it, and I don't see many pros doing it either. So, gonna have a Forge Fast expand here coming in from V1. He is going to scout his opponent last as well. So going to be kind of hard to really punish any form of early hatchery. Now, of course, we do have that pool coming up on 12 supply. Kind of that weird build. Me and Rapid were talking about this the other day. This is kind of the middle of the road build. You don't really get a super advantage either way. You don't get an aggression advantage. You don't get super quick lings. And you don't get a super quick economy going either. So, interestingly, Kingpin dancing around, just making use of his APM there. He's up at 480 currently, possibly spamming a little bit, as you did see with that drone, but is going to be able to get that hatchery down unhindered, and that's going to feel pretty good for him. And finally, we will have V1 going in for that scout. Now, because V1 scouted late, he's been forced to build these two pylons before the Nexus, and that is not a good look for a Protoss player. You want to get the Nexus up as soon as humanly possible against something like a 12 pool. And at least he's going to be safe for now. We're not going to see anything too crazy. Oh man, did I honestly report it bad? That's not good. I'm going to have to quickly report that again. That's a pain. Okay. While this game's going on, I'll sort this out. There's not too much going on, so I'll fix it. I'll just have to fix the database manually after this. Thank you for pointing that out. I didn't realize that was a misclick on my part, but hopefully it's not going to interact with the casting too much. I'm going to have to make sure I check the stats on the maps as well, just to be sure that everything is as planned. Now let's follow the probe for just a second while I fix this. I'm just going to hide the top overlay and the map name because it's going to change. But yeah, hopefully we're not going to miss anything too much. We do have that gas coming up for V1. I'm just going to reset the results. That should have gone through already. If not, I'm going to do it again just in case. And I'm just quickly setting up the overlay once again. Now we started on new storage. Yeah, this is one of the things when you're on your own and you don't have like a whole production team behind you, it makes it very, very difficult. Now, funnily enough, Kingpin has actually sent his lings in the wrong direction, so not going to be able to do too much. We're going to have a nice probe transfer there coming in from V1. That's going to be pretty good for him. Nice and efficient as he pretty much could be, actually. I know. Looks like the Lings have got speed. They're going to try and take out one of these Zealots. Now, we should have +1 attack coming in for him. He does need to be careful. He doesn't actually have that much to defend against any possible Ling all-in. Luckily enough for him, Kingpin is going up to a hive. He's only doing it off the back of 2 hatcheries, though. Sorry, he's going up to a lair, even. And off the back of 2 hatcheries, we could see a very interesting form of build here. Not opting to take that early 3rd hatchery, very, very surprising. Now, what tech is he going to go for? It's going to be Aspire. So it's 2 hatchery Muteless play coming in from a Zerg player against a Protoss. Now, he has scouted that there is no Stargate yet, so this could catch V1 completely off guard. Now, V1, of course, going to be able to make his way through with everything he needs to do, but still, great move here by Kingpin even. Really, really strategic. an important game for him to win. Of course, if he does win this game, he is going to win the series. Now, still no Stargate coming in from V1. Actually adding on gateways behind this, so this is going to be for Zealot speed. He is opting to go for a Zealot all-in here, it looks like. And this is definitely going to catch him off guard, as this Spire finishes, we could be seeing a lot of trouble here for V1. Now, V1 has got an unbeaten record so far in round 2. Of course, his opponent does not have a win. This is going to be his chance of doing so. Now, apparently the reset didn't work, so that's just made things 10 times worse. So let's just ignore the overlay for now. I'll fix it after this. But yeah, here we go. So, more and more gateways being added on. Still no Stargate. We have an evolution chamber here blocking off, making sure no probe can get in. Now, has the probe seen the lack of drones? This is going to be the big moment. We don't actually have anything here to spot for these Mulists. This Dragoon having a look around, checking for a hidden hatchery or something, because he can't quite figure out what his opponent's doing. But here we go, the Mulist coming in, the Templar Archive's not finished. This is going to do so much damage. No probe, no cannon in the main. Gonna try and take down this pylon, but really should be focusing on these probes. Gonna focus down this Dragoon as well. And with no Stargate, V1 is gonna find himself in a very awkward situation. Now here we go. Looks like we are going to have more and more Mulist damage coming in. The Templar Archive's coming up. He needs an Archon or something. Dragoons are not gonna cut it. He needs cannons absolutely everywhere, but I think this is maybe too little too late. The Templar Archives is finished. The Dragoons are on the way. Do we have a cannon in the middle line? No, we do not. He is going all in with his Zealots. They haven't really done too much at home. Sorry I did miss that before. But not too many kills on those. Did get the few drones that were here. 6 kills on this Zealot. Does do a pretty good job microing them around. But with these 3 Sunkens, that is the end of that chapter. And GG! V1 is going to be taken out by Kingpin there. And that's going to give NetWars the win of the series. But of course, if you haven't followed the STPL until now, one thing